Hey, so I just wanted to make a quick video and show you this thing that I stumbled across a few days ago about how an easier way to play the E chord. Now, if you're anything like me, the E chord is your least favorite or second least favorite chord to play. It's no fun. You got to get these three fingers all smushed together at the 4th fret and then get your index finger in the 2nd fret of the A string. Not enjoyable at all. If I'm going to play it, I'll do a partial, what's called a double back bend, where I'm actually fretting 3 strings, but then my ring finger is bent so that it'll pick up the 2nd fret of the A string as well. Or more often than not, I'll play it like this, where I'm barring all the strings at the 4th fret, and then my pinky. Now, none of these are particularly easy to play, so I find myself just kind of doing other things if I need to play an E chord for one reason or another. And I want to kind of walk you through that process, not so much because you really need to know how I came to this epiphany or whatever, but that maybe by looking at the kind of the logic steps that I took, it'll help you if you're having trouble with a particular chord or figuring something out. So if you know me, you'll know that one of my pet peeves with ukulele chord books is they only ever give you one form of a chord, right? So you look up D7 in a ukulele book, you're going to play this 2, 2, 2 with your middle finger at the 3rd fret, and that's the only form of the D7 that'll be available in the book. But D7 could also be 2, 0, 2, 0. Same 4 notes, slightly different order as far as octaves go, but it's the same 4 notes. And this is especially useful if you're doing something where it jumps around pretty fast. Right, like would you still leave me? Would you still leave me? Would you still feed me when I'm 64? Way easier to go when I'm 64 than it is to go when I'm 64. It also doesn't sound as good, right? Has a nice ring to me than those thing happening on the top note. So that's the first thing I always think about. If I don't like to play a chord, then I just figure out something else, figure out another way to play that chord. So what I find myself playing, I find it easier for me to play, if I have to play an E chord, to play this guy, which is my index finger on the G string at the 1st fret, and then my pinky usually at the 4th fret of the C string, open E, and then 2nd fret on the A string. That's how I tend to play an E chord when I play an E chord. Now, as near as I've been able to ascertain, I'm the only person on the planet who finds this E chord easier to play than this E chord. I also have another E chord that I use if I'm in a hurry that I call the cheater E chord. It's technically an E5, and that's what led me sort of to this wake up. And that is put your ring finger on the 4th fret of the G string, and then use your finger, which is, for most of us, is already too fat, too big to squeeze into the space, to mute the C string. So the C string doesn't make any sound. Open E again, 2nd fret on the A string. Now it's an E5 because it doesn't have the G sharp. Doesn't have the 3rd, the note that determines major and minor. But in a hurry, in a pinch, you can get in a pinch, if you need to play an E chord quickly, it's a lot easier than going. But what hit me the other day, and this is why I'm making the video, is that my wonky little E chord that I play, if I just do the same thing where I'm muting the string of the C string with the finger that's playing the G on the G string, then open E, 2nd fret on the B, like that, I'm playing an E chord. And not only am I playing an E chord, same 3 notes. If I'm playing this, right? Same 3 notes. These are just repeated. They're the same note, and we're just eliminating that. So that's it. You mute the C string. If you don't, you get this weird diminished chord, which you don't want. But mute the C string, the Clooney string, and there's an E. And again, real nice if I'm playing maybe in the key of A. Right? So there you have it. Easier way to play an E chord.